Hello everyone, I am Malla Santan, a second year MBBS student from DYPMC. This is my first YouTube video and this is my YouTube channel Medico Mantra. So in this channel I'm gonna make videos about the topics I have studied and many more exciting videos. So without any delay, welcome to my channel Medico Mantra. In this video, I'm gonna discuss about the first topic from the pathology, that is cell injury and adaptations. The most common causes for cell injury. The first cause is hypoxia, which is the most common cause for cell injury. The most common cause for hypoxia is ischemia. Hypoxia means decrease in O2 and ischemia means decrease in blood supply, which in turn decreases oxygen supply, which causes cell injury. The second reason is physical agents. Physical agents like hot temperature, cold temperature, pressure, radiation, etc. etc. And the third one is chemical agents. Chemical agents like acids, bases, hypertonic solutions, hypotonic solutions, poisons, etc. And the fourth one are infectious agents like bacteria, parasites, and viruses, and etc. And the fifth one is based on genetic disorders. Some genetic disorders can also cause cell injury, like Down syndrome. And the sixth one is immunological agents. Sometimes our own immune system can cause cell injury in our body. Seventh one is nutritional imbalances. It is the last one for the cause of cell injury. There are two types of nutrition imbalances, like deficiency and excess. Deficiency of food, it is also known as PEM, that is also known as protein energy malnutrition. And excess, we all know about this, that it is nothing but obesity. These are the main causes for cell injury. And now we will discuss about the cell injury and types. Cell injury is mainly based on different types of stimulus. First one is small stimulus or reduced stimulus, which is non-lethal stimuli, which causes adaptations. And there are many types of adaptations, like first one is hypertrophy, hyperplasia, third one is metaplasia, and the fourth one is atrophy. And the second one is reversible cell injury. It is a type of lethal stimuli but is transient. Transient means it only stays for a couple of minutes. And the next one is irreversible cell injury. It is also a type of lethal stimulus, but it is persistent type, which continues for a long period of time. Irreversible cell injury causes cell death. The main types are: first one, necrosis; second one is apoptosis; the third one is necroptosis; and the fourth one is pyroptosis; and the fifth one is ferroptosis. And the next one is intracellular accumulation. And the next one is pathological calcification. These both are a type of chronic injury stimulus. In intracellular accumulation, uh, like fat, glycogen, proteins get accumulated, and in pathological calcification occurs. Today in this video, we are gonna discuss about the different types of adaptations. The first one is hypertrophy, which means increase in cell size but no increase in cell number. Due to this cell size increase, organ size also increases. The mechanism of hypertrophy is increasing synthesis of cellular proteins in permanent cells, which causes the cell size to increase. Examples are: there are mainly two types: physiological, pathological. Physiological contains uterus during pregnancy. You can observe that, like in women, the uterus is very small, but during pregnancy, it increases to a large extent of size, and breast during lactation. And another famous example, that is skeletal muscles in bodybuilders. Just after their exercise, the skeletal muscles or the famous biceps or triceps increases their size, which is an example of hypertrophy. Pathological hypertrophy is in hypertension or valvular heart disease. And the second type of adaptations is hyperplasia. Hyperplasia indicates increase in number of cells and increase in size of the cell also. This causes increase in in size of the organ also. Main mechanism behind this is growth factor, which induced proliferation of cells, which increased mature cells. Examples for hyperplasia are, these are also two types. First one is physiological. In this physiological, there are two types: compensatory and hormonal. Compensatory, like if someone donates a liver, only the half part is taken, so that the other half in the donor's body will regenerate, will create new cells, so it is known as compensatory. And the other type is hormonal. It is breast during pregnancy or puberty also. The female sexual hormones are also increased, due to which proliferation increases, the size also increases, and the cells are also increased. And pathological. In pathological, due to hormone excess, there are two types: due to estrogen and androgen. In by estrogen, endometrial hyperplasia can be seen, which causes endometrial cancer. And the next one, atrophy. It is both decrease in cell size and cell number also, which causes decrease in organ size. The main mechanism behind atrophy is decreased protein synthesis, increased protein degradation, and autophagy. Autophagy means ingestion of own lysosomes. The main examples for atrophy are, again, both physiological and pathological. Physiological. Uh, in physiological, slowly the thymus organ gets removed as the age increases. It degrades, and notochord in babies are also slowly disappears due to atrophy. The pathological are decreased blood supply, which causes denervation, and the next one and the final one is metaplasia. Metaplasia is nothing but reversible change in which one one type of cell changes into other. All the adaptations are reversible. Remember that. The main mechanism for metaplasia is programming of stem cell. Example, the most common metaplasia is seen in the smokers. It is also known as squamous metaplasia. Generally, the lungs are lined by pseudostratified ciliated columnar epithelial cell. But due to smoking, the cells are converted into stratified squamous epithelium. This is known as metaplasia. Vitamin A deficiency also causes metaplasia. Remember that. It's a very important point. So these are the main adaptations, and the adaptations are done in this part. So I want to tell some other important points. During hypoxia, the most affected and the first affected is neurons. The last and least affected is fibroblast cells. It is a very important point. Please remember it. And another point to remember is all adaptations are reversible. So with this topic, we are done for the part 1 of cell injury and adaptations. In the next part, we are going to discuss about the necrosis. Thank you. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel Medico